We know our beef, but do you know what to look for when shopping for seafood? Well, here today to show us the basics of seafood and how to keep it fresh is Rick Ork from the Sea Breeze Market Grill in Dallas. Welcome, Rick.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, fish.
Fish. You know, you want to go, let's cook seafood for dinner tonight, okay?
Yes.
So let's go to the shop and find some fresh fish. So not knowing, I would walk in and say, what is fresh, to your fish market, ideally, or your grocery store if you build up a relationship with somebody behind the counter, what's fresh. And they behind the counter will tell you what they want to sell. And the first thing you should do is, well, let me smell it. And so they should pull it out for you, put it on a plate or a piece of paper, and say, smell this.
Smell test.
Smell test. Your nose knows. You can't hide that fact. Fresh fish doesn't smell. Period. End of story.
That's so good to know.
Smell?
Well, and let me ask you
nothing,
this. No,
right? It smells like
it doesn't smell fishy at all.
Not at all.
Well, so if you build up a good relationship with the person behind the counter, will they sometimes give you the inside track on when they're going to get a fresh shipment in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's all about relationships. You know, we grew up with our parents and grandparents going to the butcher, going to the fish man, going to the market to find fresh produce. And it's all about building a relationship with your fish man. And, you know, so once you've purchased your fish, they wrap it up for you. Seafood is all about temperature. Seafood needs to be kept at 34 degrees. The only way to do that is with ice.
That's a lot colder than, I was going to say, it's a lot colder than just a refrigerator.
Exactly. I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So they should pack your fish with ice, a nice little ice bag right here. Put it on top, okay? A lot of people think it's to get you home, but really it's for when you get home. Because home refrigerators run 45 to 50 degrees.
Right.
Seafood needs to be at 34 degrees. So the only way to do that is with an ice pack on top of your fish in your refrigerator.
Now, if you're not going to be making your fish for, say, a few days, freezer?
Absolutely not. Our fish at Sea Breeze Fish Market and Grill will last in your refrigerator for, 2 to 3 days.
Really?
What you will do is you're going to need to change your ice.
Okay.
Your ice will melt. You'll have to re-ice it the next day, re-ice it the next day.
Okay.
And it should be fine.
But that's the best way to keep it fresh. Because if you put it in the freezer, it'll change the taste and the texture.
Change the taste as well as the texture.
Okay.
Okay. Home freezers freeze much slower than, commercial freezers. And, if you're going to buy frozen fish, then buy frozen fish. But buy it frozen. Don't buy it already thawed, because you don't know when it was thawed. All right? I'm all about fresh fish. With the airlines today, with UPS and FedEx and the airlines, you can get fresh fish in Dallas every day.
I love it.
And
now, when it comes to handling the fish, do you need to have it on a separate, because with chicken, there's all these different rules about how you handle the fish. Is fish the same way?
Same way,
okay.
Absolutely. Have a separate area that you're going to, if you're going to dredge it in flour, you're going to put it on a cutting board if you have to cut the bones out or trim it a little bit. Separate cutting board is great. And then, it's a very quick, simple, easy dinner. Well, I mean, in 5, 7 minutes, 10 minutes or less, you can have a great, healthy meal in no time.
I love it. It's a great alternative to the beef that we eat way too much of.
You should eat fish 3 times a week. Come to Sea Breeze, let us cook for you one night. Come in.
That's what I'll be doing.
Buy fish the other night, and then roll the dice on the 3rd night.
I love this. Well, the smell test and the ice are 2 wonderful tips that I'd never heard before. Thank you for those.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.